Alright, so first of all, I would like to ask you to introduce yourself, like your age, nationality, and tell me about yourself a little bit.
Okay, I'm Celia. I'm come from Hong Kong and now I'm taking my fourth semester in Master of Architecture. So this is my second years in Liechtenstein. Yeah.
Can you please tell me what motivates you to stay here in Liechtenstein during the pandemic and not go back home in Hong Kong?
Actually, last semester I went home because last semester there is a breakout in the dormitory. At that moment, I went home for around from November to this February. So because this is my supposed to be the final semester, my thesis semester, so I feel like in my final semester I want to stay near the uni, and here may provide a bigger more space for me to study and also work with my thesis, so I decide to come back. Yeah.
Could you think of some advantages and disadvantages of living here at the dorm and not going back home?
Because in Hong Kong, actually everyone is quite serious about the situation. So even my family, my mom is not that she don't want me to go out that frequent. So normally in Hong Kong, I'm always stay at home. Although here I'm also always stay at my room, but at least when I go out, there's not that much people on the street. So it's still quite free and I don't have to wear mask on the street. But in Hong Kong is that once I go out, I have to wear mask all the time unless I'm having some food in the restaurant or whatever. If not, it's really all the time having the mask and really many people on the street. So when I come back here, when I go out, if I'm not going to supermarket or whatever other shop, I don't have to wear mask, and people is not that as many as in Hong Kong. So here I can keep a very enough distance with people.
Would there be any disadvantage of being here instead of home?
I think is here the mask and this infection, this infective stuff, those products is quite expensive and not easy to find some stuff I want to buy. And also still I observe that some people wear masks is still not that in a proper way. They will show their nose out, and also you can see people will just hang their mask in their car. Suppose those are one-time mask. You use it once and then you have to throw away because it's already kind of not really dirty, but it's already used. So for protect yourself, you better change every time. So I feel like this mindset here is still not very they are still not very bad in mind about this. They wear masks because of the regulation and strategy, but not really in their mind is that the mask is protect themselves and also the others. So every time you use the mask, you better throw it away and wrap it properly before you throw it away. So I think this thing is kind of disadvantage I find here. Yeah.
What's the situation back home like with the virus? Many cases or like?
I think the case is still have some, and at the moment it's still under control, but you know that sometimes they will have, I don't know it's how many waves now, is I think maybe 6 waves or 7 waves, but I think it's still under control because everyone is already get used to wear masks when they leave home, and we always have the hand sanitizer in our pockets, and also some wrap to clean our hands. And when we return, when we go home, we will do some disinfection about our clothes and wash hands frequently. So yeah, it becomes a routine, I would say. Yeah.
Speaking about routine, how did your daily life change because of the pandemic? Like your routine, did it change anyway in any how?